Amin Kamani here, folks, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. What I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'll be teaching you 7 idiomatic expressions that you can use to say that someone will face the consequences of what they have done to other people, or something bad happens to someone as a result of having done something bad to someone else before or in the past. So let's get started. Alright, the first idiomatic expression is to get your comeuppance. To get your comeuppance. To get your comeuppance. To get your comeuppance. When you get your comeuppance, something bad happens to you as a result of something bad that you've done to other people, or you face the consequences of your bad behavior towards other people, or you get into trouble as a result of having done something bad to other people. So let me give you an example. She's not happy about your behavior, so you'll get your comeuppance. She's not happy about your behavior, so you'll get your comeuppance. Which means she's not happy, about what you're doing, your behavior. You've misbehaved towards her, broken her heart, upset her, and, done something bad to her, harmed her, hurt her feelings. So you will get into trouble later on in the future as a result of this, bad behavior towards her, or as a result of this negative thing that you've done to her. So she's not happy about your behavior, and you'll get your comeuppance. Let me give you one more example. If you don't listen to me, you'll get your comeuppance. If you don't listen to me, you'll get your comeuppance. If you do not listen to me, you'll get your comeuppance. Which means, if you do not listen to what I'm saying, you will face the destructive, negative, harmful, and unpleasant consequences of your behavior, or your bad behavior, or something bad you're doing to other people. Alright, now let's get to the second idiom, which is to get your just deserts. To get your just deserts. To get your just deserts. This idiomatic expression has the same meaning as the one that I told you before, which is to get your comeuppance. When you get your comeuppance, or when you get your just deserts, something bad happens to you as a result of something bad that you've already done to someone else, or you face the consequences, the problems, or the difficulties of something bad or inappropriate or unpleasant that you've done to someone else before. Let me give you an example. I hope sooner or later you get your just deserts. We're all unhappy with you. I hope sooner or later you get your just deserts. We're all angry with you. I hope sooner or later you get your just deserts. We're all unhappy with you. I hope sooner or later you get your just deserts. We're all unhappy with you. I hope sooner or later you get your just deserts. We're all unhappy with you, which means that we hope sooner or later you face the consequences of your misbehavior towards us, or all the bad things that you did to us, and you broke our heart as a result of which. So we just hope sooner or later you face the punishment, or you experience the punishment of all your bad behavior towards us, or the way you treated us. One more example. When she was younger, she mistreated her parents all the time, and now she's getting her just deserts by her children mistreating her. When she was younger, she always mistreated her parents, and now she's getting her just deserts by her children mistreating her. Which means, when she was younger, she always mistreated her parents, and now she's getting her just deserts by her children mistreating her. Which means, now she is facing the negative and destructive consequences of her misbehavior towards her parent by her children doing the same thing to her. Which means her children are mistreating her in the same way as she mistreated her parents in the past, or her, she's getting her comeuppance, or her children are doing the same thing that she did to her parents to herself. So she's getting her just deserts. One more example. If you disrespect your parents, you will get your just deserts in the future by your children disrespecting you. If you disrespect your parents now, later on in the future, you will get your just deserts by your children, your very own children, disrespecting you. Which means if you disrespect your parents now, if you have no respect for them, mistreat them, or you, let's say, break their heart or do anything to disrespect them or mistreat them, then you will face the negative consequences of your misbehavior towards your parents by your children doing the same thing to you, the same unpleasant thing to you, by your children misbehaving towards you, mistreating you, disrespecting you, insulting you, and doing the same unpleasant, negative, and heartbreaking things that you did to your parents to you in the future. Alright, now let's get to the third idiomatic expression that you can use to say that someone will face the consequences of something bad that they've done to people in the future, which is you had it coming to you. You had it coming to you. Someone had it coming to them, or you had it coming to you. Alright, when we tell someone that you had it coming to you, what we mean by saying so is you deserve the unpleasant situation that you're experiencing now, or you deserve the, bad things that happened to you, or you should have expected all these negative things happening to you because in the past earlier you mistreated people, and the same thing is happening to you, which means you've done a lot of bad things to people, and now those bad things are returning to you, to yourself, and you're experiencing those negative and unpleasant things. So you had it coming to you. Let me give you an example. She always mistreated her parents, and now her children are mistreating her. She had it coming to her. She always mistreated her parents, and now her children are mistreating her. She had it coming to her, which means in the past she always disrespected her parents, mistreated them, and now the reason why she's being mistreated, disrespected by her own children is she's getting her comeuppance, she's getting her just deserts, or she's facing the negative consequences of her own behavior towards her parents. So she had it coming to her, which means she deserves the unpleasant things that she's experiencing now, or she deserves, the bad things happening to her. Alright, now let's get to the fourth idiomatic expression, which is something serves you right. Something serves you right. Something serves someone right. When we tell someone that something serves them right, or something served them right, it means they deserve the unpleasant things happening to them, or they deserve the unpleasant things that they are experiencing, or they deserve the difficult situations or circumstances in which they are. So, it serves you right. An example: you mistreated your parents, and now your children are mistreating you. It serves you right. You mistreated your parents, and now your very own children are mistreating you. It serves you right. You mistreated your parents. Don't you remember? Did you forget that you used to mistreat your parents when you were younger? Now your very own children are mistreating you, and it serves you right, which means you do deserve the fact that your children are disrespecting you, mistreating you, and misbehaving towards you because you yourself did the same thing to your parents in the past, and now you're facing the consequences of your misbehavior towards your parent by your very own children misbehaving towards you. Alright, now let's get to the fifth idiomatic expression, which is to deserve what you get. 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 When you deserve what you get, what happens is you're deserving of all the negative things, all the unpleasant, atrocious, negative, or harmful things that you're experiencing, because you've already done the same things, the same unpleasant, negative, harmful, inappropriate, unpleasant, atrocious, and heartbreaking things to other people. And now the same things are happening to you. They're coming back to you. Your negative behavior towards others is coming back to you and is harming you and hurting your feelings. So, you deserve what you get. An example: you mistreated your parents when you were younger and your children are mistreating you. You deserve what you get. When you were younger, you mistreated your parents, and now your children, your very own children, are mistreating you. You deserve what you get. You deserve what you get. Which means if your children are disrespecting you, you do deserve it. Or if you're being mistreated by your own children, you do deserve it because you used to mistreat your parents and you misbehave towards your parents too. So you're facing the destructive, negative, harmful, heartbreaking, devastating, the embarrassing consequences of what you've done to other people now because you've done the same things to others. All right, now let's get to the sixth idiomatic expression, which is to reap what you sow. To reap what you sow. To reap what you sow. When someone reaps what they sow, what happens is they face the consequences of their own behavior towards other people, or they face the consequences of their past behavior towards other people, or the same things that they did to other people in the past are returning to themselves, and they themselves are experiencing the things that they've already done to other people in the past or previously. So to reap what you sow. An example: you mistreated your parents and your children are mistreating you. You reap what you sow. You mistreated your parents and now your own children are mistreating you. You're reaping what you sow. You mistreated your parents in the past and now your very own children are mistreating you. You're reaping what you sow. Which means if your own children are mistreating you, it didn't come out of nowhere, or it did not, appear out of nowhere. You did the same thing to your own parents in the past. And now those negative things, that negative behavior, those negative things that you did to your parents, and the same manner and way of behaving towards your parents is now coming back to you. Those negative things are coming back to you. So the fact that your children are mistreating you does not come out of nowhere. It does come from the fact that you disrespected your own parents in the past, mistreated them, misbehaved towards them. And now those negative things and unpleasant things are coming back to yourself, in the form of your own children mistreating you. All right, now let's get to the last and the seventh idiomatic expression that you can use to say that someone is facing the consequences of their misbehavior towards other people or something bad that they did in the past, which is to be hoist by your own petard. 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 When you're hoist by your own petard, what happens is you face a lot of difficulties and problems, you get into a lot of difficulties caused by your own past behavior towards other people. Or you face the consequences of your unpleasant behavior towards other people in the past, or the negative things, let's say bad and unpleasant things that you did to other people in the past are all coming back to you in the form of making you suffer from unpleasant situations and circumstances, or your life is coming under the negative influence of your own past behavior towards other people, or people are giving you a taste of your own medicine, or the life circumstances are giving you a taste of your own medicine by bringing all those negative, unpleasant, and atrocious things that you did in the past towards other people back to yourself now. All right, let me give you an example. If your children are mistreating you now, well, you're hoist by your own petard as a result of you having mistreated your parents in the past. If your children are mistreating you now, you're hoist by your own petard as a result of you having mistreated your parents in the past, which means the reason why your children are mistreating you now is the fact that you mistreated your parents at some point in your life in the past. That misbehavior is coming back to you. That mistreatment is coming back to you. All those negative, unpleasant, and atrocious things that you did to other people or your parents, especially in this case, in the case of this example, your parents, are all coming back to you, are all coming back to yourself in the form of your children mistreating you now. Alright guys, that's about all. So in today's video, you learned 7 idiomatic expressions that you can use to say that someone is facing the consequences of their own misbehavior towards other people. One of which was to get your comeuppance, second of which was to get your just desserts, the third of which was someone had it coming to them or you had it coming to you, the fourth of which was to reap what you sow, the fifth of which was to deserve what you get, the sixth of which was something serves you right, and the last, and the seventh of which was to be hoist by your own petard. Alright, what I want you to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. Like this video in support of this channel growing. And make sentences using all the idioms you learned by watching today's video. I'll be back soon.